Hey there, fellow travelers. I'm Jim. Welcome to Vacay with J&A. Today, we're talking about Travel Hacking 101, Lesson 5, Airline Credit Cards. Airline credit cards have a special place in my heart because this is how we first dipped our toes into the travel hacking waters. You've heard us tell stories before about the Aviator Red MasterCard and how that got us some American Airlines Advantage miles. Well, if you're interested in airline credit cards, today I'm going to teach you a little bit about them, and we're going to be going over 5 different things. 1, the 3 tiers of airline credit cards. 2, picking the right airline. 3, picking the right card. 4, maximizing your points. 5, I'm going to give you an example of how to use points to book a flight with these miles. So let's get started. Airline credit cards come in 3 tiers. You have the no annual fee tier, the modest annual fee tier, and the high annual fee tier. Let's talk about each of them real quick. The no annual fee tier is exactly what you think. There's no annual fee for the card. The sign-up bonuses on those are usually pretty minimal, and they really don't have any benefits. Now, the modest annual fee tier, you're going to see annual fees between $95 and $150. You're going to get a pretty good sign-up bonus when you get one of these cards. Some of them will even waive your annual fee in the first year, which is nice. You're also going to get certain perks with these cards, like free checked bags, priority boarding, and Delta even gives you 15% savings when you use your points to book a flight, which is nice. And lastly, we have the high annual fee tier. Now, these annual fees are going to run you anywhere from $350 to $650, which is a lot of money. And they're going to have the highest sign-up bonuses, and they're going to come with the most benefits. Usually, they'll include some kind of a lounge access as part of the card. And you're still going to get the priority boarding and the checked bags. So some of them may even help you get a little bit closer to status with the airline. Now, most of our cards, our airline credit cards, fall in the moderate annual fee category. We do have one that is the high annual fee. And the reason we have it is because it comes with a companion certificate every year. And it also gives us a $200 credit to stay at a hotel during the year. So good benefits there. Can you guess which card it is? No matter how great an airline credit card is, it doesn't make sense to get it if you're never going to fly on that airline. Chase has some really good United airline credit cards, but we've never even picked up one of them because we just don't fly United. It doesn't go where we go. So before you pick a card, make sure you're going to go on an airline that goes where you want to go. Some ways to pick an airline credit card is think about an airline you fly often, or you would fly often if you had the points. Do you live in a hub city? We do. We live in DFW, and that's an American Airlines hub. So it's a lot easier to catch an American Airlines flight out of our airport than any other airline. So check and see if you live near a hub. If you live close to like LAX or JFK, you don't really need to worry about it because most airlines fly out of both of those airports. If you're looking for a specific destination, you may want to look up who flies there. So you can look for the airline or the partner airline that flies to that destination. These are all good ways to figure out which airline you should focus on for your airline credit card. Once you've chosen your airline, the next thing you need to do is choose which card you want or which tier you want to fall in. And the way you want to go about that is you're going to look at the different benefits of the card and see if there's ones that really stand out to you. Do you really want lounge access because you fly a whole bunch? Well, you may be looking for the high annual fee tier. What about checked bags? Are those important to you? Maybe you don't want to haul a bunch of luggage to the airport because you have a bunch of people in your travel party. You think it would just be easier to check them through. Well, checked bags may be important to you. You want to get on the plane earlier than others, get yourself settled? Well, that might be something you're looking into too. So, the modest annual fee tier could be for you. Now for us, we really like checked bags. It's just an easier way to travel. We get rid of the bags, and that way we all have just one backpack that we carry through the airport. And it just makes the flight experience easier for us. We've saved over $3,000 in checked bags since we started travel hacking. So once you know what kind of benefits you're looking for, picking the tier becomes easy. Before we really understood travel hacking and how it worked, we made some pretty bad redemptions. Now don't get me wrong, If you can fly a round trip on an airplane for $11.20 per person, that's still a really good day. And that's what we did, but our miles could have gone further if we had just understood some basic principles. First thing is you're going to want to search for flexible dates. The more flexibility you have, the more you can stretch your miles. Most airlines have some kind of a calendar feature on their website. So when you're searching for flights using miles, you can use this calendar feature and it'll show you the lowest priced miles trip for that specific day. So using that will help you plan your trip, and you can see when it's going to be the most affordable to travel on an airplane. Airline websites sometimes also will have a deals section or kind of like a discount section. You know, they're flights that they're trying to fill, and so they're offering really, really low mileage rates for particular flights. So check there. You know, it may give you some inspiration on where you want to go. This is how I would book a flight using miles. Let me take you through my process.
So let's say I was looking to go round trip from John Wayne Airport to Dallas Fort Worth, just one person. We're going to search one way. I always like to book my flights one way because it's easier to make changes in the future if you need to. I'm going to click here, redeem miles. And let's say we want to go in the middle of October. I'm going to click search. So here are our results. And you can see it shows us right here that 8.5 thousand miles is the lowest price. And so if you click this button here on main, you can sort it by the lowest price. So nonstop from 4:41 p.m. to 9:44 p.m. To make sure that's the best for the month, you can click this calendar button here, and it'll pull that up. And it shows you, yep, these numbers in green represent the lowest price for the month. And if you want to make sure you're only searching non-stops, you can go over here to where it says any number of stops, non-stop only. You can see it doesn't really change much. But you can, let's say you want to fly business class instead, so you can select business in first. Then we can see there's a little bit of a difference. So the day we picked, 26.5 thousand miles is the cheapest one way in business or first. And you can see if you go a couple days later on the 17th, it's going to be 92,000 miles. So maybe you think the 22nd is a better day, so you would just highlight the 22nd. You would apply the changes. This takes you to Tuesday, October 22nd. You'll notice the first option here is 100,000 miles for first, so we are going to sort here using this button. And it shows us that same 4:41 in the afternoon to 9:44 at night. That is going to be your cheapest flight in first class at 26.5 thousand miles. From there, you just select it and book it.
Now that's not the only way to book flights using miles. And in a later video, I'm going to tell you some different ways that you can find award availability. But that's for another video. We're all wrapped up for today. Thank you so much for coming. You may have some questions after watching this video, and if you do, just go ahead and throw them down in the comments. I'll respond to them for you. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody that might like this video, go ahead and share it with them. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Happy travels.